Night, mommy. Kiss you, please. It's okay.
The church is here.
Where are you going? Don't do that. Are you coming with me?
Why? Babe, please check where my charger is.
It was on the floor in the kitchen.
Hi guys. Can we all hear each other? Do we hear each other? Are we going to hear each other? Welcome to another episode of David Cow Live on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook, are you there? Facebook people, when are you moving to YouTube? Hope I don't look tired. I drove back to my house. You can see the curtain. I'm back in my house now. I'm back in Johannesburg after my secret mission. Guys, I'm not even going to try and keep my guest waiting. We have a bomb-ass guest lineup tonight. Let me do this right. I've known her for so many years. We used to run around chasing parties in Johannesburg, entourages, going to parties of people we don't know. Hold on, let me just bring her on. she's so famous. She probably needs no introduction. The one and only. I thought it's not gonna work.
So
Me
cold.
trying to introduce, dude. I've like my fireplace is there, but I'm trying to have this kitchen background. I think I'm gonna leave and. Just
You're trying to create a vibes. Yeah, we don't care about your background. We just want you.
I was trying to create a vibe, bro. How are you, man?
No, bro. I'm good. I'm just so cold. Oh my gosh. I'm so cold.
Bruh.
I'm so tired, bruh. Yo.
Dude, I was in the Free State. I'm coming from a -1 during the day.
Yeah. Free State is very cold.
Yo.
I almost died one day coming from that place. Almost had a car accident. You almost buried me. Yeah? Huh?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I bent the Toyota. What is it? A Polo. I bent the Polo.
The Polo. Guys, I made a movie called The Room Divider, which is on Sans Moonsamy. Some of you guys may have seen it. Let me know if you've seen it. First of all, let me let you all know Khanyi is one of the most, if not the most dedicated, committed actress on a set that I've ever had on my movies. Let me get that straight, right?
Thank you.
all those low budget movies I was making from Zanzi Magic, most of them are shot in Kronstadt at home in the Free State. I could get cheap accommodation. I could get access to the whole town. I could use my friends' homes and pay them location fees, at least people I grew up with.
Yeah.
And one of those movies, or if not the first ones, years ago, I don't remember. Hey, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
No, it's 4 years ago, dude. Yeah.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send Warren the link. I don't know if he'll be available.
Send it to him.
Cause you think about it, nobody really knew Warren at the time.
No, Warren was still coming up.
He was Warren, but he was not Warren Masemola like now.
No, he was just Warren, our Warren.
I can't find his number, man.
Find it.
Anyway, so we go to Kronstadt and we were there maybe 3-4 nights. But you had to come to Joburg one night for something else in Joburg.
I was hosting that boxing thing and I had to come back.
The Mayweather.
Because I was shooting. Yeah, the Mayweather.
So Khanyi had to go back to Joburg overnight, drive back to Kronstadt, and then
Same
we
nice.
finish. So we wake up, we're gathering everybody. We're gonna get in my friend's Quantum or whatever, I don't know, and drive back to Joburg, cast and crew. But Khanyi decides she's gonna drive back herself. She gets on the road. When we are on the road, she calls one of the actresses Maj.
Marsh, it was Marsh.
Maj, and she's like, "Yo, I was in an accident, but don't tell David." But so obviously, I don't know this at the time. And then the sound
Yeah.
guy, Tsepo Swart, he's here.
Yeah,
Tsepo did the sound for the movie.
he did.
So Tsepo is scrolling on Twitter, and next thing,
Eish.
Khanyi was in an accident, rolled the car, fucking in a bracelet. I'm like, what the fuck? Coming from my movie set, of all things that can happen. That was just crazy, man.
It was. It was. That's when you say you die for what you love doing. Like you die for the game. And I'm literally that person. I think I was just exhausted, David, because it just went black. And next thing, boom, I'm rolling. You know, I'm seeing grass sky, grass sky, grass sky, grass
Wait,
sky. Eh?
wait. So there's a movie I directed last year, October.
Yeah,
It was produced by a friend of ours, Keru, and
Kristen.
co-directed by Sans Moonsamy. Sans was played the guy Ellerine in Blitz Patrollie, one of the naidoo brothers, one of the
Yes.
Ellerine brothers. Keru Kristen produced that movie. We co-directed with Sans. But Keru also produced a movie Khanyi won an award for called The Red Room
Yes.
about 2 years ago.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, I got you guys an Indian guest, right? Tonight, I got an Indian guest for you, guys.
Bring the spice. Bring the spice.
In a
Hey
bottleneck.
guys, hey come.
Hey babe, it's
Guys,
so
it's
cold.
cold here, man. Look at me with my
It's
blankets.
so neat. I'm also in bed. Yo, I can't.
Get warm, guys. Get warm. It's gonna get real heated up here.
How are you, Keru?
I'm good, and you? How you doing, guys?
I'm good, thank
So
you.
nuts. So I went out of town to my secret location on Saturday. And then Tuesday, I drove back because Tuesday night we had a shoot with Keru and Khanyi.
Till Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Till
like
Wednesday
it's
morning.
Wednesday morning,
I got
guys.
home at 2 in the morning, Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't set an alarm. Woke up around 7:10. My wife was like, "Yo, don't you have to be in Bloom?" I bathed, had a shower, packed, got in the car 8 a.m. moved back to wherever I went, and then I came back again today. So it's crazy, man. When we're not busy, we're not busy. We're unemployed. It's dry. Khanyi, it's crazy.
Ooh,
And
we
then
know
you
about
get
that. And then
one gig. Then you get one gig, and then all of a sudden it's like,
they
how
just
do-
start coming like
how do I
this.
go
Yeah.
from here to there? You know, how am I gonna get there? How has it been for you guys? I don't want to make the
been rough.
interview about
No, it's been rough.
lockdown, but
Like we're
Yeah,
not.
look.
Yeah,
we
but it's
can't
been
go
rough.
now without checking on everyone and how lockdown was.
Look, to be honest, it's not been an easy journey, purely for the fact that the film was supposed to release, David, also this year.
Yeah.
This month, guys. This was supposed to be opening weekend. We're supposed to have
It
had
was
our
supposed to be
budget.
opening. Yeah.
That sound in the
Yeah.
background.
Yes, that stands in the background. Yes, that's him in the background. Desperately wanting to be here, but busy doing what Sans is, whatever he's doing.
He's probably
Yeah.
watching what we shot on Tuesday night.
But yeah. That's exactly it. So it's from outside, it's obviously been difficult because we as a producer also, you want to be able to go on to the next project and you can't because of this thing, and then you can't release your film, which is also a double impact. But we've just been doing a lot of corporate stuff and like trying to get the creative energies rolling out. I think Khanyi, and David, we were chatting even on Tuesday, trying to see, like any kind of positivity, you're trying to get it in there.
Yeah.
But
And you're looking cute there, hey? Looking
weird
cute.
Thank you, buddy. It's so cold. Ah,
but the
I
weird
can't,
thing
guys. And apparently
specifically,
tomorrow it's -3.
oh yeah,
Guys.
I just
Yeah,
saw now.
-3. Yeah.
So the worst thing for me, or I don't know, the weird thing is we've obviously hitting the peak of the virus, but we're also in our winter.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like this thing survives in the cold. And
Yep.
like we're just hitting our peak. So guys, it's only for me and my idea is that it's actually gonna get worse because the cold naturally you get sick. Like Khanyi, you and I both know on Red Room, what kind of flu did we have on Red Room? David, you
Yo,
don't even want to know.
Hollywood flu for 5 months.
Like it's not even a joke.
That was COVID.
That
That was COVID.
we were so sick that
Yo.
you know that flu, like, you know, you take the last antibiotic and they're like, listen, finish the course, you're going to be fine. We took the last antibiotic and the thing still didn't go away.
So the
Eventually
doctor
they
said, I
banned-
can't give you any more. I can't give you
You
anything
can't, yeah,
else.
it's not good for you. Then they banned
Yeah.
me from set. I remember Khanyi saying, please do not come to set. You are sick and you're making us sick. Please just don't. I was like, no, guys, I need to be there.
Didn't you get sick on our reset as well now in October?
Yeah, I did.
Maybe
We got
you've
weak immune systems, yo.
been coronaring all along.
Yeah.
No, but
We
for
did
me, the
get
biggest fear is with the
Yeah.
fact that this thing lives and breathes in the cold, and then ESCOM wants to load shed as well to also add on to the problems when we're
Exactly.
supposed to keep warm. So I think
Who had
for
load
us,
shedding today? Who had load shedding today?
we didn't have load shedding, but there's people that have had it. We haven't had it.
I had
No,
it for
but
4
they're gonna
hours
smuggle
today.
it in. They're gonna smuggle it in because they don't want people to think it's load shedding. Skumba didn't have lights from 8 a.m. until
Sure.
maybe 6, 7. In
Don't say
What?
that.
Kempton Park.
No, please, guys, let's not scare each other here. I'll be doing
Don't
my
say
cooking
that.
videos. I'll be doing my cooking videos in the dark. So please, guys, let's not.
Don't say that.
No, he didn't.
No, guys, please.
Guys,
Where
they
does he
have
live?
Kempton Park.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We didn't have power for 4 hours.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
When?
Hey, boy,
Hey, boy,
Tumelo.
Tumelo.
I love the way your name is
So
spelled.
let me tell you about this show, right? 80%, 90% of the people that are watching right now that you see in the comments
Yeah.
have watched this show every night for almost 3 weeks now.
Oh, David.
Okay, cool.
Almost
Wow.
like
Kudos to
you
them. Jeez, that's
who's here for the first time, like there'll be very few people that are like, it's my first
But
time.
kudos to you for doing this as well, like keeping people entertained,
hey, you're
bringing on
naughty.
different stuff. I've been on a few of the shows as well. Like I've come in and then my kids would press the button. Like,
Let me tell you the most inspiring thing I have found and I've done in the past 24 hours. 50 Cent's new book, Hustle Hard, Hustle Smart.
Is it good?
Is it good? Yeah.
I got the audio book. I downloaded
Yes.
the audio book on audio, whatever, this Amazon audio, whatever. Like
Yes.
I bought the audio version, right?
Yes.
I listened to the Kevin Hart one, the new one, The Decision.
Yes.
Maybe 30 minutes when I was leaving Joburg. I've been listening to the 50 Cent one since I've listened to maybe 5 hours now of the book. It's about 8 hours. So I'm halfway over the book.
Yes.
Over halfway, yeah.
You know when you see people, Khanyi, and people think they know you or they think they know Keru, or we think we know 50 Cent, né? And then he starts breaking down like 6, 7 offers before he finally got to Eminem and Dre offer. And
Sure.
honestly, to us, we think his first big deal or his first deal was,
Yeah.
was the Eminem found him and Dr. Dre and Eminem signed
Yeah.
him up. Dude, when that guy starts telling the stories and breaks down having your crew or your
The
people,
journey.
getting out of the hood, when he started selling drugs and the mom, that dude, bruh, is just on some other level. Like if you take the famous hip hop people and we know and their businesses and and how, the media is putting them there,
Yeah.
and they don't really write all that fancy about 50, right? Dude, the guy's on another level. That guy is.
I'm
He
actually
must
gonna
be-
get it. I'm gonna get it probably maybe
I'm
this
gonna do it
weekend.
tonight. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it tonight.
It's quite addictive. I don't think you'll put it
Just
down.
need to
I
send
think
you
the
a
whole
copy.
why.
Sam said I should just ask you to send us the copy. Like, why? Like, just send us.
Guys,
We've got it.
fine.
Send.
Bye.
It's the audio thingy. You need to have the Amazon audio whatever to listen or to download it.
Says we'll
Bye.
just go to David's place and then we'll just put
You can-
record
you
on
can
your
get in
phone
a car. You can
and
get
then
in
we'll
a
record
car.
for it.
Oh my
You can
god.
get in a
that?
car and listen. With
Oh
our
my
masks
gosh.
on. With our masks on.
So we'll just get to David's place with our mask on and we'll just press record and we'll just go for 8 hours. We'll come back and fetch, okay?
Oh
Yeah.
my word.
Right.
how-
So we sorted.
How about cost
I don't know
saving?
these people. I
How is
don't
it
know how
Sam
I
said
got
it's
onto
all
this
about cost
podcast.
saving.
But how's the
Wow.
Indian guy gonna suggest we
Hello,
just
Yolisa.
make the thing?
What's that, Dave?
Why would the Indian people be the ones that say we must just bootleg the thing?
We're joking, man.
We're
Ah,
joking.
because we
We're
know.
joking, guys. We're joking. Guys, it's a joke. Let's not.
Yeah, bootleggers.
Guys,
Bootleggers.
let's just bad joke.
So it's fine. I'll
That's
edit it
like-
out. I'll edit
Sans
it
is
out later.
Since you edit it out later.
So, Keru, what's going to happen with the movie? Khanyi makes an appearance in this movie as well. It's called Who's
Yes,
My
she does.
Daddy?
This your bar.
Yeah.
What's
she does.
going to happen with that?
So, look, to be honest, we've had conversations with different platforms and we've been there. And I think we've taken the decision to kind of just wait this period out because it's a comedy. And I think people, once cinemas do open and then it's actually at full capacity, I think people are going to want to, because they've been starved of entertainment. And I think it's going to be a really good, feel good comedy. There's nothing to it. It's not deep. You're going to go there, laugh, have a good time and leave and tell your friends about it. That kind of thing. So
Where's
When
the
do
red-
cinemas open? Yo, guys. I just
Hey,
want
that's
popcorn and slush. Okay.
that's
so
another story altogether, hey?
the
The
truth
cinema-
is cinemas are not even regarded to open, like not even said to be open even on level 1.
Yeah.
So casinos,
Same as
entertainment
live
venues,
shows.
not even on level 1.
So what?
we're on
Level
level 3.
0.1.
People are
No.
like Indian people and discounts.
That's my
Guys,
sister.
always. We're making
I'm just adding
yeah,
on to the
Lorraine, Miss Cow, we are
I'm just adding on to the
we are organizing for our friends here. See, we are helping a brother out. COVID has struck us.
But the Chuck Norris is, but 50 Cent is the Chuck Norris of gangster. How can you get shot 9 times and survive? But that's exactly how he makes decisions, right? So whatever
Yeah.
business decision or a creative or getting over a fear, he pretty much believes there's nothing that can ever be scarier than being shot 9 times.
Like coming so close to death, which makes sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And also watching his mother die, his mom also
shame.
is like a drug dealer or whatever.
Okay,
he
let's
had-
not give any spoilers. That's for when I do the podcast.
Yeah,
or
please.
we're
Like
recording
David,
on your phone.
yo, don't watch anything with David. Yo.
Yeah, like David looks like he'll be that guy. So this is what's gonna happen next. Wait till you see the next scene. Wait, see what he's gonna do now. You're
And then
that
you're
guy.
gonna see when he walks through the door. Just watch what he's gonna say. Just that's what he
Yeah.
says.
Oh yeah, and the lady dies at the end, and we're like, what? Really? Oh no. We're like,
Really?
yeah, but
Ah,
you know what?
David.
Still watch it anyway.
I'm not that
Yeah.
bad.
You're
So
very
Guys,
bad.
guys, I
What's the-
sometimes can't help it, especially if I really like something like Handmaid's Tale. I want to give spoilers. Remember we were on the phone, Khanyi, and then I was
You
saying,
gave
watch.
me all the spoilers. All the spoilers. I knew what I was watching.
So I'm also that bad. I can't only grind you for it, David. I'm quite bad.
Ah,
what's your favorite TV shows at the moment? Have you watched a lot of stuff?
I have, and Kira and I have the same list. We We have a guy called Avi. Avi's like our
Yeah.
he's the plug, and I'm still
He's
waiting
the
for him
plug
to give
guy.
me my list. So he channels me into the right direction of what to watch next.
Yeah.
What's the best show you found during lockdown? That you discovered
During
that you
Okay,
never
I didn't
watched?
find it during lockdown, but I found it before lockdown. But like, I cried when it ended. Money Heist, guys. It's Money Heist.
I was
Guys,
about
I've
to say
been-
that
I've
too.
been
It has to
on
be Money Heist.
Heist, guys. In
Guys,
Money
Spanish.
Heist is good.
Watch
Money
it in
Heist is good.
I don't
It's
do the
really good.
English the English pre-recorded whatever.
Dub.
I watch it in Spanish, and I read the subtitle. And
Okay.
I've been on that thing, bro. You guys, you know when people are only getting on Money Heist now, I'm like, yay!
No, but Money Heist was old. And remember,
Yeah, it was
I
old.
told you
Yeah,
it was
I also
Spanish,
watched
and I
it
was like,
last year.
I can't watch this. This is Spanish. I'm not gonna read a book. Me, I don't want to read a book. I want
I
to
remember
watch a
calling
film.
her. I remember calling you, and I was like, "Just watch it." And you're like, "No, no, 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 no. Like, I'm not gonna like watch something where they're speaking." And I was like, "Just watch it. Just watch it. It's dubbed." And then she watched it.
When
You
you
watched
watch,
it, Khanyi.
when you know the work we put in local productions, right?
Wait, Sans is trying to be in this conversation right now, guys. Sorry, I'm like trying to
Sans,
get
He's
can
you
not
guys.
invited.
Can we
Khanyi
see
said
you
you're not
so we can
invited.
reference- so we can
Can we
reference?
see him? Can he show himself?
Please, can you show yourself? They want you now. Come, just come, please.
No, it's fine. I'll just
Even my
check.
pregnancy, I couldn't even have it by myself, but it's fine. Come.
No, imagine you're on
Hey,
set.
Teppo.
Imagine you're on set. I'm the one working.
Show
Just
yourself.
come. Just
Who
Was he
come.
there
Now
volunteering
that
to do
everyone wants
the?
you now. We're not gonna
Was-
beg you now. Come.
Was Sans there volunteering to do the pap smear?
I'm the
Yes.
one that-
Like,
I'm the
I'll
one
do
working.
it.
He was the one saying,
I'll
you know
go.
what? Do it like this. Do the pep smear like this. He's that guy.
Hey, Sans, come
So-
on screen for 1 second, man.
Come on stage for 1 second. We just want your 2 seconds of fame. But Khanyi also has, like, I think she's watched more than me on Netflix. So we're gonna have to. Hi.
Ooh, there he is.
Ow. Ellerine naidoo.
Okay, look at
Khanyi.
Look at y'all. Look at y'all.
Khanyi, my baby.
Hello, my
Guys,
darling. Hello.
those of you who watched Blitz Patrollie, that's one of the Indian brothers, Ellerine naidoo. And that was what,
It's weird,
9 years ago? We shot it 9 years ago. It came out 7 years ago.
2013. Yeah.
And then
I
it
love your
becomes
sweater, Sans.
What's on the sweater?
It says refinery.
Someone is
Love your hair,
assuming
Sans.
your husband. This is a big
Oh, look at your
assumption.
She
smile.
loves your hair. She loves your sweater.
Oh, look at your smile. I love your complexion.
That was for David.
Ah.
Ellerine, Blitz Patrollie.
Ellerine Batum.
Someone is assuming you're husband and wife. What if Keru is just banging the director, or the director is just banging the producer?
That's exactly
What if
it
he
is.
left for Keru's house to go edit? Maybe he's dating me.
Exactly. He's that's his
Why do
babe
people
right
assume?
there. Guys, we're just friends. We're friends.
What if they're
There's
siblings?
nothing going on here.
But Ellerine, no, it's him. It's him.
It's him.
Ellerine.
Are you my
Hey,
husband?
sons, watch out there. Put your mask on, huh?
Are you my husband?
I must put a mask on.
I don't trust Keru. Hey, she's been coughing. the whole interview.
I
Guys,
am
I've had
put
this
my
cough
mask on.
since Red Room. Okay, this cough's never left. ever
This
since.
this cough stays there because she's a smoker. Now anywhere we go,
Oh,
she coughs. People are dispersing.
They run. They run. I've got a mask. I've got a mask, and then I cough. I'm in Spa.
Q, another
then-
woman coughed behind me as well as Spa, and I gave her a dirty look. She
Yeah,
coughed and I
you
was like this.
see, you that girl now. So then, and you know, that time when you're not in a public place, you just cough once. But then when you're in public and you say, please don't, then you get that itch and then you start coughing. And then you're like, okay. Now you're trying to compress the cough. So, and then you cough more. Now the teller's looking at you like this. The people behind
I'm
where
also
they
like this. I'm also like,
yeah. And then he goes, So now you're standing there with your bread and your milk like this.
So wait, I gotta throw the story in, right? So a week or so ago, Keru went to the mix. She wanted to make sushi and some Chinese stuff, right? So
Yeah.
we end up at the center in Joburg where there's a small little Chinese shop that keeps like Chinese groceries.
Let's do that.
So we go inside and everything. Anyway,
So you wanted to cough there to send it back to
so
the sender?
there's like literally, it's a small shop. There's like 6 people can fit in that shop kind of thing. So obviously there's this like older Chinese guy, the Chinese lady behind the counter, and there's Keru
And
coughing.
there's full of other Asian people.
Wait, and you see like all these Chinese people.
I
like,
didn't know.
take cover.
They
Like,
run. They literally
and
run.
there's this old white lady that's also shopping, and she's looking at them like, you guys brought that stuff.
Yeah, you can't say that.
That's why.
The look she gave them.
That's why I'm saying Keru went back to send it back to the sender. So I was taking it back to the sender.
So now,
The white lady's look was priceless.
so now they're looking at me, and then even when I go to pay for my stuff, the lady's so rude to me. She's like, no. Like there's a screen, you know, like they have the plan. And then I put my things there, and she's like, no. And I'm just like, why? And then I just take the stuff, and then she's like, she just looks at it and she scans from her paper. So like my stuff, I take it like that, guys. It was so bad. It's a
Don't
hot,
cough in
guys.
public.
It's winter.
Rule number 1 of the COVID: don't cough in public.
So now,
Don't even sneeze.
with all that happened, right? And what Donald Trump did, do you think everyone is racist? Are we all at some point in our life either done
Yes.
get like behaved in a
Yes.
racist manner, whether we knew
believe,
Yes.
or
I
we
do believe that.
Look, South
Yes.
Africa, we train to think racially. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, now
Yeah.
we made the small little comment about the
the book, the audio book.
borrowing your audiobook.
Yeah.
And the people immediately went, it's such an Indian thing to ask for a discount. I wasn't asking for a discount. I was asking for free.
So, can you
I think
yeah?
I think people do have a sense of like they understand color way more than they actually should, because you shouldn't actually see color, but you need to see color in order for you to accept it for how beautiful it is, and understand that everyone comes in different shapes and sizes and color, but we're all human at the end of the day. But I don't know, some people, I think it goes back down to upbringing, I guess. You know,
Look, I think we live in such an awesome society, to be honest. Yes, racism exists and differences exist, but I think we probably are the most embracing society anywhere in the world, which is obviously quite ironic.
You know, when someone sneezes, do we say bless you or just a look?
Yeah,
Give them a
now
look.
it's
You just
like,
go.
someone sneezes, fuck you. Fuck you.
We don't. We look at you funny. We just go.
yeah.
Like before it was a bless you, now it's a fuck you.
Because
Yeah.
remember, back in the days, you'd have a black guy or a white person or woman walking down the street, and then a black guy is walking in the opposite direction, and then the white woman would cross the road to the other side of the street, you know, not wanting to be mugged or
Yeah.
assuming that here's a black guy, what if he's gonna mug me, or what
Yeah.
if he's a robber, you know?
I know where you're
Now
going with this.
you've got the Chinese becoming the black guy to everyone else in supermarkets, in parking lots. When you see a Chinese person on the other side.
Running. No, but guys, can I be honest?
No, wait.
No, you can't tell them this.
No, wait.
You can't tell them
Wait,
the
hear
story.
me.
Hello,
This is again
Noctila.
where all the right. So, someone said, you know, at that same shop, like, because it's obviously they had like literally those shields and like a complete cellophane that was like closing them in and stuff. So someone so there's an old man. I was standing at the door. I didn't go into the shop. I was waiting outside, right? And so I'm watching this whole show, and then this old white guy, he says to the lady, that same lady who looked at the thing, he says to her,
What does he say?
he says to her, are they keeping it in or out?
But that's a good question, though. That's a good question.
Ah,
So, what was the answer?
nothing. There was no answer.
So you guys united against the Chinese and you're racist together.
See how racism. Everyone is a racist, man.
Yeah, there's just, and it's, especially in situations like now COVID, and like it's hectic, man.
Yeah.
It's like if it's not this, it's something else. It's just always something that comes up. So
Is that a cross? Is that a cross, Khanyi?
Yes.
Yo.
Remember, churches are open.
It keeps
Yeah.
it keeps the COVID away. It's a
Well,
cross.
Keru was telling us there was a story in India. Keru, you tell the story about go away Corona.
guys, there's a video. I'm gonna send it to you when I find it on Sans phone.
Oh, the one where they're playing.
Yeah. How did they do it? The whole world. Okay, so they start off with with America. They're building these hospitals. Italy's doing this. South Africa's doing that. Like all these countries all over the world that have now come together. Either they're building hospitals, getting more medical stuff, whatever, but to fight COVID, like shields and
Wait, let me
sanitizer.
get my one.
Hold yourself. He's gonna get it. And then you've got India. Mass people, like there's shitloads of people, like as in a protest, and they're going, go Corona, go Corona, go Corona,
go.
go Corona.
Speak to it
Go,
into
Corona.
existence.
Corona, go.
They're protesting for Corona to go. How? Why? Why would they do that?
They say speak everything into existence.
No. And they had banners, guys. They had banners. They had posters. They
Speak
had time.
everything into existence.
Guys,
Maybe,
no.
maybe this is a good time to lead into my next question. How much difference do protests make? Like
None.
protest is
It's such a weird one because I would have said when I was in school and doing history and learning about all these protests that people made and seeing that it created a revolution for us to be in existence in the way we are now, I would have said it worked back then. But if you're asking me whether that works right now, the answer is I don't know if that's enough.
yeah.
I don't know if that's enough.
It depends on the situation. I mean, sometimes they're protesting for basic sanitation and those type of things, and by
But the people that are
hardcore tire burning,
Can I
say
say something?
they get answers immediately. So it depends on the level and what they're actually protesting for.
Yes,
yeah,
Khanyi.
All right. So this Black Lives Matter BLM, for me, the issue that I have with it is in the past when Mrs. Shakur and the Black Panthers went out to march and protest, it was them policing the police. That whole protest was to say, if you shoot us, we will shoot back.
Mm.
But this protest, we are protesting saying, you have the power, stop doing this to us. So we are accepting that we are timid. We are not giving them a solution, or we're not giving them an ultimatum. All we are saying is Black Lives Matter. And for me, that is not a strong enough message. What are you saying to the police? Because in the States currently, the police are policing the police. And if the police are being policed by the police, then it means there's still no justice that's going on. So
Exactly.
Black people, by just standing together quietly in a line, is just saying, you have the power, stop hurting us. And in the past, the protest was, we are protesting saying, Black Lives Matter. If you shoot, we will shoot back. And
Thank you.
Americans, so for me, there is no reason for it. Yes, it's people coming out together now saying we are breaking the rules and going against our curfew and not social distancing. But we are not making our statement clear. What are we saying as Black people? Are we saying that we are building our own army? Because in Africa, I believe we've got the resources. We've got so many Black people that have been in the army that can come and we can build our own army. The non-white societies can build their own army. We have enough land to build bases for ourselves to then say if Black Lives Matter and we feel that the other race does not respect that, then we need to move away from the contract that they signed with us to say we are equal, because they're not giving it to us. So what are we doing about that? Are we starting our own army and saying that we will then police the police that are not doing their jobs? Or are we saying, don't hurt us, please, we are weak? What are we saying?
Because I was going to ask, I mean, you know, I said to comedian friends of mine in the States, Ruben Paul, he was on the show a few days ago, and I had said to him on Instagram or whatever, like the US, the past 2 weeks was literally like South Africa 20 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
1976.
30 years ago, you know?
Yeah,
And it was
I remember
weird,
that.
you know? Like all the riots. But, and then I said to him, look, man, we've seen like spaza shops get looted. People were stealing Surf, washing powder, Coca-Cola. And
Yeah.
then I saw people looting Mercedes-Benz dealerships
Porsche,
and like
Mercedes
Louis
Benz.
Vuitton,
Gucci, man. Gucci.
literally driving out with a G-Wagon during a protest. And I was like, okay, this we have never done in South Africa. Not at
Yeah,
that
we've never done that.
It's like
And I-
Black Lives Matter, G.
but interestingly enough, there was a lot of footage of white people looting during the Black Lives Matter
Yeah.
marches, you know, which was
Yeah.
also quite interesting. That with all the looting, I mean, not that everyone else, but most of the videos that I would see or the footage, people getting into a sneaker shop and
Yeah.
taking like 8 pairs of shoes that probably don't even fit them.
David, let's not give any South Africans any ideas, yeah?
No, David, but for me, I feel like this is a diversion of what's really happening. I think there is no
Yes.
solution to this pandemic. And now mass media control didn't know what to do. It started off, if you remember clearly, Hillary Clinton was actually supposed to be in court when the Black Lives Matter protest started on that day. It was nowhere in the media. She lost that case. People don't know
Really?
that. Bill Gates, yes, Bill Gates was supposed to be charged with this vaccine situation because he's not a doctor. So, what gives him the right to now determine on people's health and also now start giving the Board of Health, you know, giving them ideas on what to do with medicine when he didn't study this? So, for me, I feel like it's a diversion of so much that's happening to try and save the American economy. Remember that the same white people, there's a guy, he's affiliated with the Rothschild family. I need to just try and find it. It's all on Google, what I'm saying to you guys. I'm not affiliated to any of these groups or anything. I just do my research. So for me, I feel like they got to a point where their experiment of, you know, this mass vaccination thing that just didn't work. Now they're sitting with an egg on their faces. They don't know how to get out of it. And they all of a sudden, Black people are coming together and we're fighting. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's so coincidental that now there are no more curfews. Now there's no longer social distancing. Now there aren't any more reports on people dying of COVID. And I'm not saying there aren't, but it's no longer the focal point of
The
everything.
core focus.
But now but now it's about Black people looting with white people standing by with them. So for me, I feel like the powers that be still have power. I mean, I haven't heard anything about Hillary, but because I dug deep enough to find out that she lost the case and she's still trying to appeal it again,
What
with
was
the
it
emails and the
for?
child molestation situation. The emails with her and the child molestation. You need to go
Is it
on
the
to
Jeffrey
Google and
Epstein
actually
stuff?
say Hillary with child molestation
Is it the
case
Jeffrey
and
Epstein?
emails.
Is it the
No, it's
Jeffrey?
deeper than that. But hers is deeper. Yeah, hers is deeper because they were part of some crazy ring. So for me, it's all coincidental. You know, all these things are just happening at a funny time, and I'm just like, is it that there are people that are able to create so much chaos in the world to change our perspective? Because now they had us in a frenzy, they had our anxiety up there, we couldn't move, the world is closed. And then you know, and I know Black people are upset. I mean, I can see, I've been seeing these videos, but I think now it's amplified even more so that it could be world news and we can all focus, because now we're going back to stories and people that died 3, 4, 8 months ago. Why wasn't this brought to the light earlier? And I know that George Floyd could have sparked this, and it was an enough moment. But why at this time, you know? And I'm not saying it's not the right thing, but why? I've also got the why now, why this, how,
Because
when, you
And
know?
it's and it's spread around the
let's be honest,
world.
it came
Yes.
from nowhere, guys. Let's be honest. I mean, the George
Let's be
Floyd thing
honest, guys.
happened, yes.
Like
But
London also.
to go from everything about lockdown, we are opening up, the economy is dying, to all of a sudden CNN was live
Black Lives,
24 hours
yeah.
a day on the riots. You
Yeah.
know,
It's as if
and
they
what they've
want
done
to shift
also-
our focus so much, and they know that the majority, guys, as much as people always call us the minority, there are only literally 5% out of the whole world's population of Europeans. So we are the majority. So if it has to do with a black man and it's lambasted everywhere, black people are gonna react because they're the majority, and that will obviously shift the focus on something that now has gone out of control, and they don't know how to open up the world again. So they're trying to.
Plus,
It's
you
a
got about
diversion.
Plus, you got about 1.3 billion Indians there. Yeah, we got you.
but here's the
On-
thing.
on-
right?
So I was just gonna
So
say, like,
But I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
when you say that the entire world become known to it, and I totally agree with you, Khanyi, because if we did look at the history and the way the world history has worked, they used propaganda, and they would create something if they wanted to do something. It was a diversion. I mean, we even had it in SA. When things were going crazy, something crazy would happen so that the public or the media wouldn't focus on that specific thing. It's to draw attention away from what they really want to draw attention away from. And if you look at London also, they've taken down, they had this huge statue of, I can't remember this guy's name, but he was a huge slave.
to trading slaves.
Yeah, trained slaves. They had him up there. God knows why in the 21st century, but they had him up there and they now removed him. But I think it's just embarking on this journey of like where it's just common human decency to do certain things. And now I don't understand why we have to teach people to do that, like in this day and age. It's just
For me,
So that guy on that statue, if we had to ask him one question, what would it be? I'd ask him about his entrepreneurial spirit.
when the guy with the slaves,
Yeah.
the UK guy.
I
Yeah.
just want his
Remember-
business module because he made so much money, man. Like, can you share your
Exactly.
blueprint,
I
my
was gonna
dog?
say, I mean, slavery.
My
Was,
dog.
this
we
was
as
legal.
Indians, like we as
This shit
Indians
used to be
from
legal.
India,
We came here. I mean, our
people
story,
came here.
as indentured laborers.
We came here as slaves. We
Just
were
a nicer term for it was indentured
Hello, Jack.
laborers.
But we slaves, guys. We came here as slaves. So like even in India, like it's weird, and I don't want to generalize, but there were most of them, like they feel like our forefathers came here as slaves, so like we're the poorer end of it. So I don't speak a word of our language. I've never been to India. He has actually, but it's a weird space because they brought us here to farm the sugarcane fields. So that's why the sugarcane. There's books and books that our Indian forefathers have written about it, but like that whole idea of slavery just like freaks me out a little.
Look, guys, this shit sounds like it's never gonna end. The way things are now,
David.
like protest marches, negotiations,
Some apocalypse vibes, Mad Max.
Yeah.
Did you watch
Hashtag-
RoboCop? RoboCop in the
Hashtag-
90s. Mad Max. Do you remember that stuff?
Yes.
I remember with like
Go back
riot.
and visit those things, and they were talking about the year 2010 and 2020 and all of that then, and what the world was like. So weirdly enough, there's some very true reflections. Obviously, it was created fictionally then, but
Yeah, but if you think about it, it wasn't really. I mean, they spoke about the coronavirus in like.
but that was Bill Gates recently.
So, like, they spoke about the stuff because
We're
they
gonna
know
cut
what they're
this.
doing. There's a plan, guys. There's always a
You
plan.
mentioned Bill Gates one
No,
more
but
time.
but for me again, I'm sorry to come in with a conscious mind again, cheese, and seem like an activist, but non-white people need to understand something that I think we're all not aware of. Same thing with this corona. We were in captivity for over 70 days. The moment we get our freedom, we fight. Black people from inception have been taught to fight. we don't know what to do with our freedom. Now that all the Americans are in the street, they're still fighting. Instead of coming together, saying, whoa, stop. We're now free. We're outside. We're not social distancing. We are more than them. You saw what it looked like in the States. There were more black people there than cops. But they still couldn't. They still couldn't make a statement. As black people, we don't know what to do with freedom, but we are so built to fight that let us fight for anything, fight for our freedom. We can come together and fight. But when we have to work together to a solution, we struggle. And I think the mental issue for this to stop is we need to mentally work on the psyche of you are free. You are no longer in captivity by anybody. Your voice is heard. We can see you. Now, what are you going to do with it? What are you
But-
going to do with this freedom?
So-
That's the question.
So yesterday I was talking to Griff, this comedian friend of ours from Dallas, right? And we played a video. So what's happening at the moment? All black people have decided to start moving their businesses and money to other black-owned businesses. And we
Yes.
played a video here of a father who went to open a bank account with his son at a black-owned bank.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I mean they've done. I think that bank now had done like $4 million, $5 million in new business just from people opening bank accounts in the past few days.
Yes.
About an hour ago, my wife said to me, Starbucks said no one must wear Black Lives Matter clothing.
Any outfit. Yes.
And then they got flack about it, and now they're handing out T-shirts of Black Lives Matter because, I mean, why would you even still say that shit in the first place? Like in the middle of all that's happened, and then you want to
because
come
they
and
know
Wasn't it
that we
Dragon Ball's
won't
high?
stop, David, because they know as black people
Dragon Ball's
we
high.
won't stop
No.
didn't make it
because
go
we don't
inside.
know what to do with our
Yes,
freedom.
yes, yes.
So they
Also give
don't
us
fear
back,
us.
though.
That's the
The
thing. They
teachers
don't
to
fear
say
us.
things.
So I personally think that, like I said, if they know that even if they said something as stupid as that, I mean, H&M, there was once a situation with them. They just said sorry and we're back there full on. You know what I'm saying? They know
Yeah.
that black people will not go to a black designer. They will still come back to us. And you're right. This whole thing of moving our businesses to black businesses is important. Guys, with the Jewish, money rotates in their space 21 times before it leaves. In China, money rotates, I think, 19 times before it leaves. But in the black and non-white community, it rotates 6 hours and then it leaves. We need to start looking at those things and start taking them seriously. That money does not rotate around us. You just keep your money 6 times, and you cannot say you've got money if you're not wealthy.
But this is what I say, Khanyi, right? We've had these discussions. We've tweeted. We've hashtagged. We talk about it when we're at parties. The select blacks that are there. We talk about it on sets, on our production, on our films. Some of us do it, granted, yes. Some of us
Yes.
do support any black business in any form, black crews when working. Why is it the majority of black people just can't do it? Like,
Thank you for saying that, 'cause that was going
Because-
to be my point. Also.
Because we lack tenacity, consistency, and we are inconsistent when it comes to business. When David says to me, I need a suit for the summers, I will promise him that, but the day he has to come pick up his suit, I'll say, my brother, because I expect you to understand. Why we still go to white companies or white businesses is because if Josh says your suit will be ready at 1, at 11 o'clock, he's phoning me, letting me know he's pressing my pants. My suit will be ready at 1.
Yeah.
So the thing is with us, we treat every business, we treat even politics, we treat it like a family gathering where people must understand if the food is not ready, we'll come and say, oh, sorry, Baholo, Sampane Remetsi, we're waiting for meat. Please understand. That's the mentality that we have. We treat everything like a village. Even in our own politics, if you're not with us, then you're against us. You're not going to get business. We have the sick mentality of once we are in power, we get lazy. And that's why white people will always win, because they are professional.
we have a
They're
thing where
professional.
like in the non-white community, which we found, it's like if I get into a space as a producer, let's just talk about film in its own.
Yeah.
If I open a door, for me, I'm going to take as many people as I can take with me, because that's my mentality, that together I need every film to do well. I need, even if you and I don't get on, we don't like each other, but I need you to do well, because if you do well, that means that we're still in business. It's about that congratulations kind of mentality. Like, let's be on the same page, because it's a bigger vision. I think a lot of people have a tunnel vision, and that's where the problem is. You need to look beyond that. You need to see the bigger picture. You will find, like you spoke about the Jewish communities and certain communities where their businesses are within each other. And I'm not saying don't support white businesses. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, here's businesses here. Yeah, we are here. Can we look at this as a whole first before we try and branch out to support existing massive billion-dollar businesses? How are we going to grow? Let's ask ourselves that question.
We need to be professional, Keru. Like I said, the issue with us is I expect you to understand because it's Ubuntu. I expect you to understand because it's a black thing to do. No, Tsepo Modise, it's not competition. We don't fear competition at all. We are lazy. If I was out with you drinking last night and you still expect a proposal from me, I'm going to say, oh, but David, you saw me last night. I was finished, dude.
Now. I was with you.
Yeah, and you were with me, you know?
Sorry, guys, I'm going downstairs.
Okay,
a cup of tea.
Okay.
Take us with. Don't leave us.
I'll mute you. Don't worry. We won't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's talking.
I will unmute you when you're done with the tea.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, David. So for me, I think that's the issue, and we need to stop this whole community spaza shop mwanamme. You know, mentality. Mwanamme mentality is what's killing every non-black society when it comes to business. I could put money in a black bank. I'm gonna try and get it. They're gonna say, "Yo, we are still waiting for the money." So
yeah, no, look, I mean, let's be honest. To a huge extent, we've got our problems, and we've got those problems, right?
We do.
And I used to joke about this spaza shop. You know, I would say, "Baba regisa haiyo." You know, when you go and you want to buy something.
Standard.
And literally every time you're trying to buy, haiyo. Oh, today you come back tomorrow. You're like, hey, can I buy this? No, haiyo. You know, we joke about some of these things, but they are facts, right? Because if I've come once or twice already, Khanyi, looking for the same thing, you know, hey, maybe let me go and stock this thing because clearly
it's in
people want
demand,
it, and they're not buying whatever it is that I have, you know.
Yeah.
And it's sad because then it bundles even the good businesses into that hole. Then the majority are not doing what they should be doing. They're not delivering, you know.
Right. Exactly. Look, can I be just, I think I just hope that through all of this, like through every great situation that's ever happened, if you look at our history and all of that, there has been positive outcome, but it's just not enough. And I just hope that this is the one that changes it forever. This generational stand is the one that does make people see that, okay, yes, there are issues, but also as the non-white communities, what can we do to also remedy our own flaws in our own community? Because I think that's also very important for us to understand, how do we fix the holes within our communities as well, so we're tighter, or we're stronger, we're moving together, not divided.
So Keru, I was going to ask you, and I was going to say, let's bring it back to what we do. Let's bring it back to the film industry, right? I think in the corners, there's enough black actors and writers and that are always bitching and complaining about white-owned production companies. There's that, who gets what work, who gets what money. What has it been like for you, Kerry, particularly being Indian and, you know, having to be a producer where, like, most of your cast and crews are black, you know, your culture, and you almost relate as much as you're Indian. I can come and direct your film. You know what I mean? Which is
Yeah.
got an Indian cast and
Yeah.
Indian lead, but you still have to go through the same systems to produce the film.
Yeah.
And
It's such a tough one because for me, like, I came from a Rainbow Nation family. Like, I went to school with mixed race. So for me to be able to produce this film was just so amazing on so many parts. But we always hear it. Like, we hear it in even in the Indian community as well. Like, oh, there's not enough of this, or there's not enough of that. So, it's a struggle. I think, like, as much as we try and do so much, we really do. And I think we want to do more, but there's only so much in our capacity that we can do. And obviously, if we grow, for us, like I said, if we open a door, like opening a door up in Hollywood, for me, it's like, let's bring more of our people in there, because there's so much of talent. Like, I think the first thing, like I said before, is fixing the holes in our own community first. So, like, if you want to come with, you also have to have the same mentality to do it. Not like, okay, cool, I'm going to push my Black brother down, I'm going to push my Indian brother down, I'm going to push them down because I don't want them to succeed. That kind of mentality just doesn't work for me, because there's enough for everybody. Like, everybody can win.
I'll tell you, David, once
Yeah.
I go to an audition and then I find out it's a Black production house. I'll be honest with you. I already go there with the mentality of thinking, oh, I wonder if I'm going to get a trailer. I wonder where I'm going to change. Oh, gosh, I wonder. Oh, my word, am I going to get my call sheet in time? It's a problem. And that's why I only work with Black production companies that are my friends. Because it's people that I can talk to and not seem like a prima donna.
Yeah.
But a Black production, and I know it's because shame at the moment, it's still a cartel. White people still run the good budgets and the good production. They get the best value. I mean, I know your film will never be like, for instance, a Leon Schuster situation, because budgets aren't the same. Mzansi Magic and a Leon Schuster situation is different. But still, Black people still expect you to understand, once they expect you to do your makeup in the car, to say, hey, sorry, ne, I'll just put a chair next to the boot here. They'll do your makeup. I need you on set in 5 minutes. And they need to understand.
I'm not trying to
And for me, it's a problem. It's a problem because you should have warned me at night. No, you're supposed to warn me at night that, Khanyi, unfortunately, it's a low budget film. If you're taking this film, please understand and bear with us. And that's what you said to us when we all traveled. And Keru says the same thing. You guys say it, Khanyi, we are trying to shoot this thing, an amazing film, but we don't have A, B, C, and D. So I already get there knowing. But Black people don't tell you. You get there, you're under a tree. You're changing a shell garage in a bathroom. And then when I walk off, they're gonna tell me, oh my gosh, Khanyi Mbau.
Because I was gonna say it's like I could laugh, but I know sadly you are speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Everything Khanyi says is from experience.
Everything she's saying is from experience, guys.
Because it's so specific, we're gonna put a chair next to the boot of your car.
Next to the boot, and they have a towel around my neck here. And then the age is like, how far? Very far. Very far. Very far. That's
Oh, Khanyi.
Oh, Khanyi. Oh, my Khanyi.
very far.
Have you read the 18-page conditions of filming post-COVID or during this period?
I haven't. I'm still depressed. I haven't.
For me, that's what became depressing was already we've got the conditions that we already work under, right?
Yeah.
Now, everyone who's using public transport must wear a raincoat that they take off when they arrive at production, outside before they come in the building. Pretty much, then it gets sanitized, right? And they hang it out there. Then they sanitize the pen, sign in, temperature, go in the building. The pen can only be touched by the security person or whoever is making people sign in, right? There can't be 3 people hanging out together, or more than 3 people hanging out together in any given space out around the production. Makeup artist and an actor, 1 each per gazebo. Outdoors. It has to be outdoor in a natural environment. Every actor must have their own makeup brush.
I'll do my own makeup.
Then no more buffet or catering hot food. Everything must be packed away. Everything must be taken away and pre-packed. That's like, it's not even, dude, there's a line that says, avoid doing intimate scenes or keep on using camera work if you have to. I don't know who wrote the document, but I'm imagining a government.
Not an actor. It's not an actor.
If you really, really have to kiss, try to just cheat the angle. It's in there. It says, use the camera.
That's what he said.
Imagine. Now
Then, guys,
we're gonna do it like the Bollywood films back in the day. If they're gonna do it like an intimate scene, they'll pull your sari and then you just see the midriff show, and then you just know that
nonsense.
But
they've done it.
But wait now,
Then
the
look, we're all
industry
laughing
is
at
crying.
it. Hey, no, but I'm saying if we all know that this is wrong.
Yeah.
No, but if we know that all of this is wrong, right? And I know as an actress, I need to be in the right frame of mind for me to deliver. So if I'm already in a gazebo and it's winter and I'm cold, I'm already eating shit food because it's a takeaway. I'm already being treated like I'm in the Holocaust. Then why aren't we standing together in the entertainment industry and blackout TV? For them to take us serious and start giving us what we want, then why aren't we standing together also? And TV must be black. Nobody shoots.
But you see, the problem is, Khanyi, I don't know if you watched SABC, but they're playing series that were 20 years old. So they'll
People
still
will
play
complain.
those series.
No, but let me tell you, the consumer is not dumb, Keru. They're going to see this and they're going to complain because they're paying. So they will repeat
already complaining. They are
exactly,
already
but now they kept saying to them, "Don't worry, you'll see your favorite series will be back." But if we all say no, it's not going to be back.
No, it's not.
We're not going to shoot. Blackout TV #. Trust me, they'll have to listen. But the thing is, with artists, we roll over. I mean, the president never even spoke about us when he declared, and he spoke about every faculty. Nobody spoke about artists and what relief fund is going to be given. We heard billions and billions. Everyone got 350, but they didn't even touch on us. It's only the EFF that came out and said they're going to try and assist artists that only serviced them during or before the lockdown. So Cyril, for us, didn't say anything when it comes to art, and we are the mental relief that people run into, you know?
So we discussed, remember I told you about that group, Khanyi? We discussed blacking out our social media. But, you know...
That's not enough. People don't watch social media.
We are good at also...
Look, there were some funds that that did come through from, I think it is BASA, Business and... BASA, there were 2 other, but again, access to those things was a problem. The struggling artist now suddenly needs to have airtime, data, all of those things in order to actually access this, and obviously further acumen in order to send this. And then also there was a time where all of those websites on all those government sites were down, weren't working properly. So if you did have airtime or data for that particular time when you needed to possibly submit, it was down and you couldn't thereafter because you didn't have it. So it was a bit of a mess.
And then we had something that said that it was finished before the fund only was open for X amount of time, and they said the money was finished. So I'm like, so much of money just got finished. And to be honest, entertainment is what drives people. I think it's the one thing I've seen in this lockdown that actually made me realize that what I do is actually, I don't have an 8 to 5 job, but what I actually do is so important because
it's healing.
People want, exactly, they need entertainment. How much can you actually go surf the net? How much of this can you do? You need entertainment. And if people are not seeing that, then that's a problem. I just don't think that we're taken seriously enough anymore. That's the issue.
No, but Keru, you see what you said. Sorry, David, I know you want to say something. Is you guys said there was funds allocated, but to access them was an issue. Then why are we also not an issue to be accessed? They're making their problems ours. Where do I
She's got a
feature in the fact that I cannot access funds? That should not be my problem. Their problem should be they need to be able to access me so that I can access them to give them what they want. When they want TV, they make sure they access us. But when we have to access the relief that they've given us, there are so many things around that which their problems are ours. Why are we afraid to stand together? And radio and TV must
I
just
agree.
Exactly.
I
I
agree.
done.
agree.
Why are we
I
afraid?
agree with
What are
you.
we afraid of?
But Khanyi, what I was gonna say was South Africa and artists generally have an abusive relationship. Like it's so bad, guys.
It's
I mean,
terrible.
obviously with government, right? Like to a point where we all know to some extent, art department is like punishment for if you are in the organization or in government, and maybe they're trying to just move you to a portfolio where you can just stay there for now. And all of a sudden, you find ourselves with having all these ministers that no one can ever understand what is the connection here. Why is this the minister of arts and culture or sports? Or when there is one who you think fits, then they're moved to something because politics come first, like Kanye was saying. But what we all know or need to understand.
You should be Minister of Arts.
That. We are letting ourselves get abused. And then obviously we're always gonna blame and complain and nothing is gonna change.
But it's not changing.
Okay, guys, here's a suggestion, right? Khanyi for president, David for Minister of Arts, Keru for Minister of Finance.
And the
100%. 100%. No,
Shots
but
fired,
jokes aside,
baby.
guys. But jokes aside, this whole conversation goes back to this thing of saying we are taught to fight because now we are fighting verbally with how we feel. But we aren't aware that we have the freedom to do whatever we want to change and make things work for us. So it goes back to saying, as the non-whites, or let's call it minority now, because the game is not really ours yet. Why are we afraid to fight for it and vocalize how we feel? Because it's a psychological thing of saying we can't. But there are more artists than the minister sitting in an office of the arts. I mean, Natim Tetra, for instance, all ministers have come out, from health to education. He's not come out once to address us on any news platform to say, I also have 2 cents something to also just come back and speak to my artists and give them hope and say, the faculty is with you. I'm supporting you. Hang tight. No one. Angie Muteka came out to speak to her kids. Health came out to speak to us. The police came out to speak to us. Transport came out to speak to us. Sanitization came out to speak to us. Foreign ministry came out to speak to us. But art did not come out to speak to us. But we are so important for entertainment and the mental state of South Africa. Be it edutainment or be it social relief, we are that. Our minister didn't even come out once, or even a spokesperson to represent us and say, I'm also speaking in terms of television.
Look,
Why are
this
we
is
so timid?
one of my arguments I've always made before. I think we may have spoken about this before, guys. America, one of their greatest exports is entertainment. And
We are the medicine.
If we can't see that if we can put in or grow our entertainment industry, the import-export market grows because of us.
100%.
So if you're looking at us as a commodity beyond just artists per se, we become something that is sellable. That actually, I mean, a couple of months just before lockdown came out, what was Mabatu? She won an award in Germany for best short film, and our president tweeted to congratulate her.
And she snapped back.
Saying, "Why are you congratulating me when you've not done enough to support me?" And obviously she went on, but the essence of her message was that.
What do you think?
The point is also, sorry, Dave, you can continue.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, another thing with artists also, we independent contractors. Like we're like not like someone sitting in finance or working for PwC or something that has an 8 to 5 job. You know, you're getting a salary every month. With artists, they work till the next gig or till the next series or till the next film or commercial, whatever. And understanding that, I mean, I don't know how many articles we saw about veteran artists in SA that have been on our TVs from them days are now sitting, living on their mother's grant. Like, it's that
It's
sad.
because they were timid. It's because they were timid.
Yes.
They made their choices. And I'm saying, if we want to follow in their footsteps, we're going to do the same thing by sitting here and complaining on this platform, but not doing anything about it. Why
How do
our
we flip
industry-
this though?
But how do we flip
How
it?
do
Like,
we
I think
flip
that-
it is literally to also make our statement heard. If there's no one shooting, but now it means they can't even go to a D-class actor and offer them 10,000 and take it. So this means it also needs to slightly be strict and have people watching that if you're in production, there will be people to come over and shut you down, because we need to stand. This is one fact. You can't even get a loan here. You can't even get a bond in this industry, but we do so much. We wake up at 6, we sleep at 8 in the evening, we're out early, we never see our kids because we're trying to create content which advertisers of other brands and other commercial brands use our spaces that we dwell in to sell cars and alcohol and cigarettes and investment plans through our platforms. So they use us as a carrot to pull the eyes that they need, because they know that people will still stay to wait for David to come back after the ad.
Did you see that the taxi people are going to shut down the country because they don't have relief, or they were not included?
Exactly,
in the,
and they fear nothing, and they're going to get what they want.
They're going to shut down the country.
Wait,
they are.
is it?
Monday
Is
or
it? Is
Tuesday.
it?
Monday or Tuesday.
Is it?
Yeah.
And they did it once where they put trucks on the highway, if you remember. These guys move, and artists should do the same. That's true.
I actually agree with you, because I think if we don't make, and if you look at the history of it, artists have never really made a stand. What they did, even in apartheid, you've got where they sang, where they use music as
Whose
a
arm
way
is
of
that? Let them
educating.
show themselves.
Hello.
Hi.
That's Uncle Sans,
Sans.
Auntie Keru.
Auntie Keru.
Hi.
Your hair's grown there, boy.
No,
It's
I'm
not
just
so
Khanyi.
big.
No auntie here. I'm just Khanyi. Yo.
Uncle
Khanyi.
Sam.
Super cool.
Come move
Hey.
here, man. Alia, say
Hello,
bye.
Leah.
Hello.
Ooh, David, you got
My
beautiful
God, the
girls
throat's
there.
so
Hello,
big.
ladies.
Say
My
your boy.
God.
Oh boy.
You're a pretty boy. Tell her you're a pretty boy.
So handsome.
Nice one, Khanyi.
Did you find your daddy?
Bye.
It runs
Bye.
in the family.
Bye.
He wants to know.
David, you're a typical working at home type of advert.
Have you guys seen that Netflix and Amazon is now going to be
saw.
available?
They're going to be, so they
Do you know all this while it's been
Yes,
so
TV.
awesome? Having like competition, you know? And now they go and I was like, oh,
Guys,
no,
I
why?
can't do it. I can't. I don't fucking
Yeah, yesterday I
understand.
saw it and I was
I
like,
don't know
come
if
on,
it's
no.
approved already. I don't know if the competition commission has said yes, or I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just saw this announcement 2 days ago trending, and I was very confused.
No, just now it's like, there again, the producer just gets shot in the arms. Just get shot. You just get legs to run, and you just get shot.
That's like saying your side chick's vagina is now available from your wife. You must go to DSTV to watch Netflix and Amazon Prime. You must go. You must go to your wife.
I know.
You must go to your wife and say, "I'm
To see
here
your
for
side
the
chick.
side."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible. look, it's interesting to see what happens and how this kind of just does the thing that it's supposed to do. But guys, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It be like that sometimes.
That makes no sense, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Look, they were very sketchy about the details. They said they'll obviously let people know. We can't talk about it now. So
DSTV did not want to hear about Netflix. Mind you, they went and they said that they need to start charging Netflix all this stuff, stream all this broadcasting, commission things and whatever. It was a huge thing because DSTV, I think last year or the year before, had lost so many subscriptions. But like, oh my God, it's got so big. Hello.
Oh, daddy.
Gosh, she's so cute.
David Carr,
And she's like, what?
a few good things in your life, that was it.
Use a condom, guys.
Guys,
And
What
he
a
comes
cutie.
straight into the screen.
guys.
I haven't seen them since Saturday, so it's a bit crazy.
They're missing you. David, you're telling Sans to use a condom. He's got 4 kids. He's got 4 kids. He's past that now. We've passed that, David. We've passed that. We don't even know what a condom looks like. What is that? Is that a balloon? What is that? Do you give that to
Khanyi,
people
how
at
old were you when you had
Christmas?
your firstborn?
How old was I when I had my firstborn?
Yeah.
20.
Was it hard?
Yes, before it happened.
Before it happened.
Yes, it was. Before it happened, it was.
It was.
Come on, David.
It's
What kind
about
of-
that time.
What kind of question is that?
Of course, it was hard.
How do you get anything in if it's not hard?
Can't take them anywhere, David.
No, guys. Yes. Man. I know, man, guys.
FYI, I'm doing the sequel to the Kama Sutra. So just saying.
What, tonight?
Only on E.
As a concept.
Did I not tell you guys how we have sex with kids around? Did I not tell you, David?
You
I
told
you
us.
how we have sex with the kids around. We put the pillows. There's a wall. We
Yeah, we
create a
get
wall.
like a pillow of
The
mountains
Great Wall of China.
so they can't see us.
Great Wall of China. The Berlin Wall.
Is that the wall Trump is looking
Yeah.
for?
It's a wall. It's a wall. Then you'll find a hand coming. Oh no. Guys, no. We don't know.
All I
what
want
that is.
to advise the viewers, Tamo preventang. Use a condom. Banyana, ladies, preventang shame. Go to the clinic tomorrow morning. Get an
Don't do
injection.
it.
Go and get those Mirandas, Dianas, Moringas, whatever they tell you to prevent. Go get it.
You rather
I'm
get
getting
you
it.
rather get it, Diana.
I'm getting it. I'm going.
Children are not a play.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're
a play.
not, guys. No.
Yo, they're
'Cause
not as
now there was-
cash.
all of a sudden there was homeschooling in people's lives. People freaked out. South Africans freaked out. They were not expecting any homeschooling anytime soon. Very interesting also if you are still paying
Well,
school.
Sans read an article today that said
56
still paying
schools
school
closed.
fees. David, I'm still paying in full.
Everybody, yeah.
I know.
56
Yeah.
schools closed down
in South Africa.
Private
within
schools.
within the first weeks. Well, they didn't specify. They just said 56 schools.
Hmm.
And they're going to be
Well, there's
now
one
deep
school
cleaned.
that's-
It's going to be
There's
deep
one school
cleaned.
that's in a 31 million rand debt.
Yeah, it's
That
Bishop
closed
Haven.
down- That closed
What
down.
happened
to-
with it?
Bishop Haven. It's 31 million rands in debt.
Yeah,
But their problems have been coming since 2015, though.
before lockdown. Yeah.
What was this? Why is it in debt? Because people haven't paid school fees.
Bishop Haven's school fees is like 200 and something a year for a child, love. And with the economy and the state of how things have been looking, parents haven't been able to, but you know that you can't pull out a child from school because they're not paying. So they've just been having this debt, and people don't have money to pay 200 and something a year for a child.
No, guys, I mean, for me, already I started questioning the schooling system the past
But
2 years.
look, yeah, what are they paying 200,000 rand for? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're
For
gonna
the
question.
culture and the tradition.
Do you understand? Culture, tradition. I get some of it. But still, that doesn't equate to that amount of money.
And it's keeping it
Doesn't.
niche.
That's
Keeping
what
it
it is.
You're
That's
the
what
bishop's
it is.
son. You're
And
the
what does
bishop's
niche mean?
child. The bishop's
Keeping it
child.
niche means putting a wall that's so high that not enough people can climb over.
No, but you know what my thing is?
But after your experience now, Khanyi, with homeschooling, do you still want to take your kids back to normal schooling?
Look, the world has proven to me, and this pandemic has proven to me, that my daughter doesn't need real schooling every single day, but they do need to mix with other kids for social development and knowing how to deal with people. But with them waking up every single day, like a job, they don't need it. I can actually do it here. But we should then start having play dates, for instance. So if every Tuesday all the kids go to a certain place just to socialize and mingle, so be it. But we don't need school 5 days a week. No. So we shouldn't be paying so much.
Even with our career, Dave, you and I spoke about this as well, where I said, I'm probably going to be heading, my kids are still small, but I'm probably going to be heading in the same direction as you with homeschooling.
Yeah.
One, because of the way we work, and it's like, I don't see my kids some days. Like when we're working, it's hectic. And as a mom, I feel it more, but I won't change my job for anything. And having said that, during this time, except for the fact that my son was cooped up in this house and he wanted to see his friends, he didn't actually miss anything else about school, because the teachings can happen at home. They learn so much from us anyway.
Because, I mean...
Yes, I think by next month, Aryan's going to be editing and stuff.
Because the boy working, paying his dues here.
He's been taking, I swear to you, taking obviously
Hello,
the phone
China.
cameras and like shooting stuff. I go to my phone now, you'll see the things. I came out the shower the other day and he's laughing because he's filming me.
How old
is nudies? Sam's got nudies, guys. He's got nudies.
Can you tell the audience how old he is?
He's 4. When Khanyi met him for the first time, he used to sit across the table from Khanyi and just stare at her and like just be shy. Then I
think there's a comrade here, guys. Undercurrent. Like, I don't understand what's the point of half of this question.
Did you vote for MC? If so, would you do it again next election?
I'm not sure what that has to do with anything.
I like to answer this Tepo Modise. Tepo Modise, there's been a new law that has come out, electoral independence, where now you don't have to be part of a party to vote for the right person to be in power. So it is no longer, are you voting for ANC? Are you voting? It's now, who are you voting for that you believe should be in power? This thing was passed 2 days ago.
Khanyi Mbau for president.
You are so smart, my darling.
David Cow
Thank
for
you.
Minister
That's what
of
got
Arts.
the star.
Minister of Arts. Minister of Arts. Minister of Arts. Minister of Arts.
Of Arts.
Keru,
I'm
are you
voting for myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
David.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
but it's that rule is gonna be tricky. Hey, I'm quite interested to see what happens in the next
Thanks
election.
into Malay.
These people are here every day.
I like this new decision, David, because now anyone that has ever wanted to have a voice and have a seat in parliament is now forced to use their own money to make people like them. So if it means building houses for people so that they vote you in, now people are compelled to do the right thing. You need to get a group of people that you're going to do right by them, by yourself as an individual with your own money, and for us to believe in you. I like it because now it's making people accountable for the power that they're given.
No, it's gonna be very interesting.
It's gonna be lovely. Lovely.
So
Tell David about your party.
Should I come out and start my own party?
You don't need a party, Sans. You don't need a party.
The arts,
You don't-
religion, sports, and education party.
Oh,
Would you vote for this Indian to be the president?
But tell them what's your motto.
he must
The only
earn
problem
it.
is that all national flags will be on janda poles.
Yeah.
So it's
So
Indian prayer poles.
what if Bishop Lekhanyani of the ZCC runs for elections? Because they
building
have
houses.
He will. He will. And
building
he can stand a
houses.
very big chance. And he will stand a very big chance to winning. But now the thing is, he is not running as spiritually now. So that's where the challenge will be when he needs to stand on a podium and talk to the other side that doesn't understand his spiritual ways and his spiritual teachings. So yes, he may have the majority, but I like this because people need to now account and be responsible for the power that they're given. It's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful.
You think
Can't
Patrice
hide
Motsepe
behind
will-
ANC
you think
money.
Patrice Motsepe will run for the presidency?
Hey,
You think Patrice Motsepe will run for the presidency?
he's not going to personally elect himself, but he's going to have a few people that he delegates to do the noise making. Probably ask Beyonce to shoot a young clip. I believe that Patrice Motsepe should King be president. You know what I'm saying? South Africa.
But how much do you think we have left out of the 500 billion relief money?
I think it
That
all went
money
to
doesn't
ESCOM.
exist, guys.
It all went to
Like David
ESCOM.
said, let me bring your phone and share the live.
It went to ESCOM. So I don't know. This whole this whole lockdown with your lights on, where did you think this was going? It was going to all these places.
Can you imagine if the National Command Council or the Treasury or whoever, they are sitting somewhere in the room going, Cyril, how much is left?
Yo,
And he comes out and he says 550. What are you going to do?
I hate this new face detection thing because before I used to have my toe print on his phone. Now it's only his face. This is the video, guys. Watch.
Okay, move it back a bit. Yeah, keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it there.
See what they're doing in China, what they're doing in America.
Yeah.
this is why we'll never be free. This is why we'll never be free.
So that's what they're doing in India, guys.
Not funny.
Yes.
We'll never be free.
It's sad,
That
but
video was
it's
before
funny, but it's
even
not
ape
funny.
shit in America, so they should have rather tried that.
So
It gives me a sense this is what our ancestors did when white people were taking over Africa. White men go. White men go.
there we go. So you're live, but I want to share your live onto Sans Facebook, but I realized that you guys aren't Facebook friends.
We're not Facebook friends.
No.
David and me.
That's because we're
Yes,
friends in real life.
Yeah, it's where it matters, man.
So that's
So,
what's been happening in this.
I was interviewing Griff last night, right? American comic.
Yeah.
You know, American Relief
How about you?
Money.
I haven't seen Griff. How is he?
I know. Hey, we spoke about you. That's when I was texting you. I know. I told him you're gonna be on the show today.
I love that
So-
guy.
So remember, in the States, people were getting $1,000 for relief, like a blanket. Whoever qualifies, everybody go, and they literally send you like a card that's got $1,200 in it, right? You just go to
Here
your
we
post
go.
box.
Yes.
And I told him in South Africa, we're getting 350 rands, which worked out to about $20, which you have to apply for.
Guys, let's not laugh. This is a serious
No, I'm
matter.
not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Guys,
We're
it's a
not
serious
laughing.
matter.
We're just
Yeah, guys, it's a
comparing
serious matter.
oranges and
The
apples.
fact that
350 rand, guys.
Keru, it just you buying Iwisa, the tax on that from the 350, it's done, it's finished.
Khanyi, guys.
Guys, I'm serious. This is a problem, eh? This is a serious problem.
Khanyi, would you consider running for a political office? It doesn't
No, I
matter
just
which
want to.
party,
No, I
independent.
just want a seat in parliament. I don't want an office. I want to sit there and I want to raise questions. I want to ask. I want to talk. I want a seat.
Then you're gonna have to somehow get in there, bruh. Maybe those
Yeah.
portfolio committees, because those are the ones that ask all the questions.
But do you think I stand a chance? Do I have the mind and intelligence for it?
Oh,
Jeez. Okay. You could be the head of the ass party.
Thank you, Sans. You always believe in me.
Yeah, that's right.
Then I'd do it. I'd do it because the thing is, I have so much to say, man. I have so much to say. It's actually painful. And that's why hey?
I know a lot of people are saying they're like seeing a totally different side of you, right?
Yeah.
Do you do this on your own social media? Do you ever speak out, or you keep your social media, and your acting separate from politics? And do you ever like just lose it and just fucking say what's on your mind, what you really want to talk about?
No, I don't. Unless I'm asked. I don't. Unless I'm in a room of what people are saying. But
yeah,
Twitter has become such a meme field that it's also used as a tool to sway our attention to something else. We're so busy with memes. We're so busy with jokes. We're so busy body shaming each other that it's not even the right platform to even speak. But I talk to friends like I'm talking to you about my thoughts, feelings, and a few politician friends that I know. I would say what I think, so yep.
Khanyi, I just want to say that that's what happens on Twitter, the body shaming. That happens to me every day at home.
I'll tell you something. Ever since lockdown, it feels like I'm dating two men. I'm so happy. That double chin really got me in my feels.
Yeah.
Sans, have you gained weight?
You see,
We
you
all
body
have.
shaming me right there.
No, I'm asking.
No, you said it like you didn't say it like a question.
Khanyi, do you think Sans has gained weight?
Yes, he has.
Thank you. See,
I'm not body shaming you. I've always thought you were fat. I mean, I'll never body shame anyone. I'm not body shaming you at all.
Temba's got a question here, guys. Don't ignore the people.
I won't lie, I've gone up a brief size.
from an extra small to a small.
Shrinkage. Is it shrinkage?
Guys, don't ignore Temba. He's asking
What's
if
Temba saying?
Do you think we look too much to the government as a nation?
No, that's what we need to do. Who else do we look up to? Government governs.
Never.
That's their job.
The people
They get
govern.
paid to do that.
No sense. The people govern.
places
The
they
government
actually-
works for the people.
We place them
The government is the office of the
We
people.
place them
yeah,
there.
but we don't look
But
to
they're
them.
the office of the people.
Exactly,
They are
but
the
the government now
representatives
is
that
not.
make those decisions.
Yeah, but no, we shouldn't look to government.
No. He said,
They're
do we look
supposed
too
to.
much to government? Who else do we? They are the decision makers.
They're supposed
No,
to
we
provide
are
an
the decision
environment for
makers.
us.
They are service providers. We make the decisions.
So then why are
Right.
we sitting here now in this forum unable
Because
to
we
make
don't
the big
know
calls?
because we don't know our position. We don't know what
Objection,
we
Chief.
should be
Don't call
doing.
my show a forum. Objection, Chief. Don't call my show a forum.
And listen, don't call me a chief. I'm an Indian.
I can't.
I think Parliament would be one big comedy show if they had to put entertainers as politicians.
Is it not now?
I think it might actually be the total opposite, hey?
No, we're quite serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think
And-
artists are just mentally...
We're pretty smart people.
I mean, artists are mentally at a point now where they can't take it anymore.
Yeah,
There's like
we can't.
only so much to fucking take. And
So what are they
And
going to do
Corona-
about it?
Corona has heightened people's levels of I'm tired.
Khanyi, why don't you set this thing up? Like this whole blackout TV. Let's do it.
I think
Set
we
it
should.
up.
I think we should.
Yeah, but the problem is you'll still have to consult government to get permission to consult them.
no,
But
no, but there are other ways.
We can't just walk into parliament.
No, we are not walking into parliament. We are not going to work, David. We are
Yeah,
not.
just not going. It's just
You're not going to the
getting
Queen.
up.
You're not going to the river. You're not going to Generations. You're not going to YFM. You're not going to Radio 2000. And if you do, you'll be dealt with. You're not going to work. You are sleeping.
I'm gonna propose
There's nothing that's going to happen that day. They will play music from 6 a.m. until 6 a.m. the following day.
I'm
And
gonna
see what happens.
propose it. in
Even
that-
those going to ENCA, they can't go to the news. They can't. You must sleep. You must sleep that day. You must rest. You're tired.
Very interesting. Hey, if the news people were like, we are not working today.
Yeah.
Everybody, anything that's seen on TV is not supposed to go to work on that blackout day.
The news.
But who's going to be reporting on the blackout day?
Nobody.
Nobody has to.
Nobody. It's dead silence because we are that faculty.
That's a joke.
The people that are seeing it will talk about it because they can see.
It'll
I
be
mean,
on social media because they'll be like, guys,
Yeah.
have you seen what's happening on TV? The people are going to
Nothing.
talk about it. The
Yeah.
people are going to talk about it and say, hey,
Can I
what's
tell you
going on?
something? If there's anything, like every single other industry has taken a stance. Like transport, if they're not getting paid enough, they take a stand. Any other industry, housing, whatever, it's the same thing. Teachers also. But entertainment never takes a stand. Never does.
Because you're
This will
afraid.
probably be the first time.
but that's why I'm saying we've allowed ourselves to have this abusive relationship with government forever, guys.
It needs
Forever.
to stop, guys. Everything comes to an end and it needs to stop. Because why are we complaining if we're not going to do anything about it?
I think we must use this period and this moment because I think Corona is here for a reason. You know, we all have to come out
Yeah.
having used it
100%.
somehow at some stage.
100%.
Like, I think the sad reality of it is like you need firstly, I think, a group of people that will ensure that those people don't go to work. Like how Kusatu will go and shut down her school if the teachers go to work or if they find you there.
Babe, you put it. Those things obviously will need to then discuss because we can't.
David is anorexic because
Where your anorexia? Where your anorexia?
body shaming, right? Yeah.
David is skinny. He got just a small pot, like a small pot belly. Small one.
Ooh. So I think
Keru, turn off one phone. Turn off one phone. It's distorting.
Yeah, we
oh,
Turn it off.
our sound is gone.
sorry
now.
guys, this was me. I was trying to
No,
share.
turn it off. Turn it off. It's still on. Turn it off. Turn it off.
It
Turn
could
it off.
also be Bill Gates.
There we go. It's off.
It's Bill Gates.
Yeah, these people, they don't like us
Still
talking.
distorting.
Well, our
Someone
sound
referred
is
to him as Billion Gates.
Oh, they don't like the topic. They don't like the topic.
No, guys, someone is scrambling my computer or something.
Yeah, they are.
Lose
They don't
this
like the
net.
topic.
Eat food. Did you say your food goes to Sans?
Yeah, you see, no. This is the world. This is the world against you guys. You're making jokes on me.
Guys, there's some shit going on here. All of a
You
sudden.
show them.
No, guys, but for real, David, they're intercepting your computer.
Yeah, they're intercepting your computer. People don't like what we're saying, what we're talking.
Tell
The
we're
moment
talking.
we said we're gonna do this march, the moment we said we're gonna black out TV, this shit started happening.
It's fucking weird, guys.
Welcome to District 10.
Where's Khanyi?
Khanyi's gone.
She's gonna come back now. It's her phone. Khanyi?
What if the aliens took her back to the motherland?
If they picked any of us, I would pick Khanyi to go there, F them up and come back.
Guys, what's going on?
Khanyi just disappeared.
We phone check if she's okay. You think there's signal on Mars? or if there's something in Uranus? Where's all our guests even? Are they there? Are people there?
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
So Keru,
Yeah. We're calling Khanyi to see if Khanyi. Battery died.
We thought it was aliens.
She's coming back, guys. She's coming back. Okay, we're gonna wait for you because we thought like the aliens took you.
And she blamed us. I knew it was her. I knew it was your phone. You're blaming us.
We're waiting for you. We're waiting here for you.
I'm coming.
Okay, cool. Okay, bye. I'm gonna leave you a David chat.
huh? What? No, don't leave me with him. Hey, man. Hey, I miss you, man. Oh, I haven't seen you since Tuesday. Oh. Yeah.
There's
Hello.
Khanyi coming back. Sure.
Pretty quick.
What a Khanyi self-quarantining.
Yes, one man show.
Someone says that was Moscow. Sans, this is my sound guy, Tsepo. The one who sent you
Yeah,
a
I remember
quotation
him.
you can't
I
afford.
remember him.
Oh, that's Epo.
That is Tsepo.
Oh, okay.
Tsepo, this is the guy who couldn't afford you for the movie I was making.
Luckily, our sound came out good though.
But no more. Comrade Tsepo says no more change topic, no more shutdown talk.
Yeah,
let's make
Sabi,
jokes, let's make
Asnafado.
jokes.
Yeah, we are not afraid.
That
What's
is
the
why
fact-
you should be president because you are not afraid.
Yeah, we
What's
are
the-
not afraid.
What's the
Listen
first
here,
thing
listen
you're
here.
doing
Can't
when you
tell us
get
what to
to...
talk about when
I
and
told
how.
you all, I am a lover, not a fighter. I'm like Gandhi.
We're
You've
not
got 4
fighting.
kids. You're obviously a lover.
Yes.
You know, Durex wanted to use Sans for as their brand ambassador, and then they
He
realized
doesn't fit. He doesn't fit the
Yeah, it's a
market.
bad idea.
He
It's bad
doesn't
for the
fit the
brand.
market.
Durex.
I was not a contraceptive. I was a contradiction.
Okay, guys.
So what happens now with all the movies that you're gonna have one come out this year, then you were supposed to do location scouting for the next film. What happens now? What's your plan?
Right now, we just gotta sit tight.
Yeah, I mean whatever you can talk about. You don't have to talk about what you don't wanna.
Yeah, look, obviously, Who's My Daddy is gonna come out when we see what's happening with cinemas. Right now, there's no decisions we can make because we have no idea what's going on. So Who's My Daddy, if we're lucky, I mean, we're supposed to open next week. These 2 weeks are our premieres and all of that. But remember, Hollywood and all of that got 30, 40, 50, 60 films. I don't know how many that was supposed to open from March this year that they've pushed back. So when cinemas do open, or there's a ton of films that's going to be going in, and they're going to not get the shelf life that they normally get.
Yeah.
So right now, to try and create too much, I mean, with the cost of films, it doesn't make sense if we're not going to get our cinema running. So right now, we're just kind of hanging tight a bit. I think it's silly to try and. Hey.
Why is it that, I don't know if people know this, but what the fuck just happened?
It's Keru coming in like Blaze.
She went to smoke.
I went to smoke, guys. I went to have a smoke break.
What are you smoking? Where did you get it? Do you have a receipt?
Yes, I do have a receipt, and they're legit cigarettes.
Her dad sends her as gifts.
My dad sent it to me as gifts, guys. I got a real OG. I'm not even kidding you. He sent it to me today with Fastway. Yesterday.
Your dad?
My dad in Durban.
When did he find out that you were smoking?
That I was?
You
A
were smoking?
smoker.
Okay, so let me tell you the story. So it reminds me of my other neighbor in Dubs, Mr. Naidoo.
Mr. Naidoo.
Continues. The racism continues.
No good hula. How? No hula. Ah.
Oh, Mr. Naidoo.
Mr. Naidoo, no hal.
So anyway, I was like 22, and my one friend, Shem, he had this pack of cigarettes, and he said, and I was on my rebellious streak then. He says, you know what, you look really cute smoking. And I said, you think? He says, yeah, try it. And then I took the first puff, and then I obviously choked on it. And then I took the second, and it was cool. And then I started smoking at when I go out. And then I decided one day, you know what, let me just buy a pack. Then I started smoking. But obviously my dad smokes. My mom's so against it. So I hid it in my luggage bag, thinking no one checks the bag. My sister branted me. So as I'm about to leave the house, I'm looking for the smokes, but I can't find them. So my mom's like, are you looking for these? You shouldn't be smoking. It's not good for you. And it's unladylike and yada, yada, yada. And like all these negative connotations that she has with it. And then I was just like, first I had a moment, I was like, I'm going to deny that they're not mine. And then I said, no, that's not going to work. Then I said, let me just own up. So then I said, this is like the same story about the vibrator when they found it. So let me just do the same thing.
Okay.
So,
which one do you want to hear about? Do you want to hear about the cigarettes or the vibrator?
Forget the cigarette. Who found whose vibrator?
This is where you see the detour.
Who found what vibrator?
It wasn't my vibrator. Let's clarify. Her story.
Look at Khanyi, because I think Khanyi knows the story.
I know the story.
So I go out with my friends, have dinner, come back. My grand's at my house.
Wait. Are we still on vibrator? Or?
Yeah, we're on the vibrator story now.
Okay.
So like
it's the vibrator story, this.
So anyway, I come home, but the house, like you get into your house and you just feel like there's strangers. These people are not your people anymore. So they look at me. And I'm like, hi, Dad. My dad just goes, So I go upstairs.
You
So I go
saucy,
upstairs.
saucy, saucy.
So remember, I'm from an Indian home also. Like, so they're very, like, there's things, there's like.
Which is ironic because yet again, we are the people that made up that book called the Kama Sutra.
So,
Yes.
So I go upstairs. I leave my bag in my room. But then I just had this feeling like they found this thing. I don't know what. So I go to my mom's room. I'm like, hi, Mom. My mom ignores me. My grand just has this smile like this.
You saucy, saucy little girl.
So my grand's dead now, but like she goes like this. And my grand was like my OG. Like if she found it, she would have kept quiet about it. So then my mom's like, hi. Mom's a very prim and proper woman. And
Her grandma probably said, see what I found.
Don't speak about it like that. But she would have. So then my grand's on the bed and my mom's like, And then I was like, oh yeah, so I don't want to hear about my night. I'm just kind of like detract from it. My sisters also like are very weird with me. Like, So eventually I said to my mom, I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's the issue? And then she's like, so firstly, we don't keep things like the things that you keep in your room in this house. And then I said, why? What did you find? I said, okay, hold up. If you found anything, because you went through my stuff, then that's not really my problem. It's your problem. So what did you find? And she's like, I don't know, but we don't have these things, these evil things, these demonic things that you...
Oh, they're very demonic.
Can we
So
see
then-
it? Can we see it?
Yes, they obviously saw it. They took it and they put it in the garage in a shoebox.
They want to exercise this thing.
They took it and they put it in the garage.
Doesn't make sense because, I mean, how can this be demonic if it can take you to heaven?
Sanitize.
Why did they put it in the garage?
Because
to
they
keep it
said
out
this
the
thing
house,
was
it's
like
demonic.
evil now. So mind you, so like, shame, like my poor mother. So I was like, oh, you're talking about my vibrator. Firstly, it's a dolphin. Let's just get this. Now my grand's like this. Like still got that smile. My grand starts laughing. My grand's like, oh, I heard that thing it's a dolphin. It's got like a dolphin thing. I said, so your guys looked at it. I was like, do you know that it comes with 3 speeds? My mom now has gone red because now she just doesn't know how to handle me. Like she doesn't know what to do with me. And I'm like, so anyway, it's a dolphin because it swims in the ocean. So my grand says, oh, so nice. You want to take it in your ocean and swim later with it. They put it in the garage. So I'm like, why are you guys touching my stuff? And then I hit my mom with the line and she'll always remember it. I said, at least I'm practicing safe sex. My mother was like, it's disgusting. You know, you should be ashamed. I said, no. I'm very, very, very not ashamed. I'm not coming home with the bun in the oven. We never spoke about it ever again.
Sans, how did you feel when you found this vibrator in the garage?
No, he wasn't with me.
This was
I was
when she was
single
a
then.
kid.
Was
this before Sans?
Kid.
pre-Sans.
Kids,
Oh,
kids. She was
Once
a-
she met me, she didn't require that any longer.
I do have one. I do have one. With that extra small brief that you wear. You think I would need one? In a medium to large?
2 children later.
You were possessed by dolphin spirit. Yes, exactly. So we never spoke about it again. And then just back with the cigarettes. Then eventually my mom was like, just went on
She's
about
back
it.
to the cigarettes.
Just went on about it. And then eventually I just said, listen, I smoke. And then she was like,
This
she went
guy
on about it
says-
for like,
This guy says he can't imagine those toys being found in our Xhosa community.
Yo.
I think if Xhosa parents found a daughter with a vibrator, they'd send the vibrator to the mountain.
Iyothetjwa.
so remember, like also with Indian communities, these things are very like they're very like closed. Like sex and stuff is not something. I remember learning about sex education at school and coming home and asking my mom, what's a blowjob? We heard about it at school. She was like horrified. She's like, oh, you know, those things are dirty. Like, you know, you don't do those things. And like she felt the need. First, she like, yeah, like it was very weird. But like I broke my mother in. I broke my mother in. Guys, I'm that child, that Indian child I just didn't want to have. Was it shaped exactly like a dolphin? No, just the other part that sits on you know what.
That's a weird question, man.
It was a device, guys. This was a device. You know those vapes? It was a device. It was a proper device.
How old were you then?
Guys, I was young. I was like, I got it when I was 21.
She was born
I had
horny.
it for like a year and a half, yeah.
She was born horny, period.
Guys, we invented the Kama Sutra. I'm not going to pretend about that, you know.
Yes.
We
Did
have
you ever take it out of the house?
What's that?
Did you ever take it out of the house and take it with you somewhere? Or it always...
You mean, did you travel with it?
Wait, I have a funny story.
Did
So,
you pack this thing
If you get
yourself?
stopped at the airport, what is this, madam?
so funny story. When I was packing up my shit to move up to Joburg, my mom, as I packed everything and went, my mom's like, oh, you forgot this. And in the box was the vibrator. And I said, does no one else want to use it here? And she's like, no, you take your shit with you. You take it with you. So I brought it back here, and then like also noticed that it was pretty old, so kind of just replaced it with a new, cooler one.
Khanyi, did you ever get caught with a vibrator?
No.
Has the vibrator ever caught you with someone?
Dude, I caught my ex pumping. The first time I saw this pumping thing that pumps things and makes things stronger and bigger. I walked in by mistake.
Wait,
By mistake. I was so terrified.
What?
I was so terrified. My daughter was 2 months old. He thought I was out with my friends. When I got back, he's sitting in the lounge. You know, when men put socks up to their to their calves, his pants are down. He's got the cylinder on his penis and he's pumping her. I'm like, oh! And someone told me, no, you must watch porn. Actually, some men pump. You can also pump yours to make it fat or something. That's the first time I saw a pump. It looks like a cylinder. It was in there. He was so embarrassed. I was like, sus.
Just let David know so he can get one.
Dude, I was so terrified. I walked out. I was like, sis, you know, 50-old you pumping. We are pumping.
But wait, so wait. Was he pumping for your return or just for his own?
No, I wasn't coming home. So clearly it was a pre-match warm-up session before the match, wherever. Look at Sans's face.
Yeah, look at him.
So it's the first time I saw a pump in real action. Then I went and I Googled it and I saw in porn that it's a thing. Okay, people pump.
Fuck, I can't believe that shit. Oh my God. Apparently, in Canada, I don't know how Zankolo from the Xhosa tribe knows this, but
This statistic.
The sales in sex toy industry has increased by 300% in Canada during lockdown.
according to our expert, Zanokolo Hela in the Eastern Cape.
Sure, eh?
How did this conversation went from 0 to 100 real quick?
Real quick.
From
It was about
politics
the
to
smoking.
pumping.
You know,
Yo,
I wonder how many South Africans use sex toys, eh? Or black South Africans.
crazy
especially.
lots probably.
you think?
Yes.
So the one time we went into the store.
So this is like years ago, right? So
You need to-
Why
Karen,
do I
I know-
put business on this? This ain't the streets, yo. This is David Cow's show, man. This ain't the streets. Eh? This ain't the streets. How?
This guy says, "Get out, Satan."
Oh, Satan.
Clicks vibrators sold out every level for true story.
Yes,
That is
yeah.
true. And the condoms were sold out.
Click sell. Whoa, does Click sell vibrators?
Yes, they
David?
do.
Mhm.
Where have you been?
Where do they put them?
There by the
I mean,
condom
In the
section.
condom section.
By the condom section,
Yeah.
Vibrator.
by the loops,
Yeah.
and everything there.
But the loops, yes, by the loops.
By the
What to
loop.
lock a thing? Dave. Hey. I want to lock a things there.
Tepo, how do you know vibrators were sold out at Click?
Because he was
Because he
looking
had
for
to ask the
sound.
manager for more. Do you have any at the back?
No, I don't have any at the back.
Sorry, sir, we sold out.
I'm here to do the sound. Bzz. Yeah.
Does somebody have their phone on? There's a vibration.
Jeez, guys, no, it's crazy.
Wait, we were saying, so Karen and I, we've got a live show together that we do called the Love Guru. And so when we were doing like buying for it, we went into one of the sex shops and they had this like hectic looking mechanism with like a penis on the end of it.
But it's like this big. Like
Yeah,
this
it's like
big.
huge. So
But like it's heavy. You can't even pick it up.
yeah, it's like it looks like one of those big butcher block things that you'd put on the table to cut
It's
meat.
metal, yeah.
Like it was metal and wood, and then it had this big penis thing in the front. So we said to the lady, sorry, what is this? She looks at us, she goes, no, what does this do? We said. And she went, it fucks.
So I stopped what I was doing and then I turned and I said, sorry, what does it do again? She says, oh, this thing, it fucks. And then
It fucks.
But the way she said it was powerful. And I said, how do you even carry this thing? Oh, people, they buy this thing, they take it and they use this thing. I said, oh, okay.
It's facts.
This is just one. Yeah. She says it's powerful.
think-
It goes up to
I think
X
Noctula
amount
is-
of speed.
Noctula has done more research, probably from her neighbor, Mr. Naidoo. Apparently, there's a chili.
Finally, I hear this chilies one.
Ooh.
Really?
Ouch.
and in mint.
Ooh,
That thing will burn.
all the funny things.
No, Tula is a comedian there.
Why would anyone want chilies in their vagina?
Have you ever had Nando's and had a mistake? Have you ever had Nando's and had a mistake? Yeah. Yeah, quarter leg, and you're like, ah!
Oh, Khanyi, wait, I'm gonna get some water.
Guys must stop eating Nando's and then going home to touch their women
Yo,
in the studio.
hey, in the studio.
But this is very educational.
But you know what's funny? This conversation feels like when we on-set conversation where we're just effing around and
And
just
we're talking shit.
looking,
Yeah,
just messing around.
yeah.
What are the price ranges for vibrators?
So you can pick up one from like 150 right up until like 2,000-3,000. Guys, you're crazy. I love you all.
So wait, I'm trying to now think. You can get a vibrator from the 151.
Yeah. It's not going to be much, guys. It's not going to be much. My advice is save your money, invest. About 300 to 400.
Dr.
You're gonna get a good
Evil.
size.
No, but there's like really expensive ones. There's like $2,000, $3,000, $5,000.
I bought mine when
Yeah,
it was
Pela,
on
now
sale.
you're
You
bringing
get
it to
ones
us.
that feel like ones that feel like a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to imagine the 150 vibrator.
You get all
Dr.
types.
You can have the
You get
small
all
one.
types. You want circumcised, uncircumcised. You pay more for
Dr.
uncircumcised.
Evil.
You
Dr.
even have the one
Evil.
that's like a bullet, and they call it a bullet. And then you put this in your handbag. Apparently, women do this. They put this in their handbag, and it's a travel size. You know.
People are freaks. So when I'm sitting in traffic or standing in the queue, someone is just getting it on. No.
Yeah. Someone is just doing the things.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes.
I'm not over the 150 enterprise. I'm trying to imagine what does it not come with for 150.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
come with
come
size.
with dual speed. It doesn't come with okay, I'm gonna say this, a clit mechanism as well for a woman. Yeah, there's one that's just long. It looks like a really long bullet. I
Nonsense.
don't know
My
what the
dog would
prices
think
are
it's
now
a
because I bought
treat.
mine like 4
You
years
can
ago.
see we are specialists.
Got you covered. Got you covered, guys. Even their performance will perform according to the price. Exactly, Itomaleng, you get the drift.
So basically, the 150 vibrator won't buy you airtime.
No.
No.
But it will allow you to send a please call me.
The 3,000 rand vibrator calls you an Uber afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your Uber's 5 minutes away.
And if you want, it can do your grocery shopping for you. 150 is from China. So totally different. Battery sold separately.
This one comes with Corona.
Yeah.
The racism is rife.
Oh.
Apparently, there's an electric one. Come on, guys.
Yeah, there is. That one that we saw was an electric one. You plug it in.
Plug it in.
Yes.
But that's stupid. Imagine now you suddenly need to go and find an extension cord.
No sense. Or ESCOM happens as you're about to peak. Load shedding.
Load shedding.
Load shedding. Zoo.
God.
In the height of the situ.
I wasn't ready for this conversation, but it's hilarious. Guys, let me tell you something. We've got stories for days. Stories.
This is our home every day.
Like sometimes you'd be like, really? Did you have to go? Khanyi, do you remember we sat for 7 hours?
Yes.
From lunch right to supper, talking about what?
I don't know.
You see?
I don't know.
You see?
Look, guys, I can't shoot with Keru. Like, there's a thing on set. Once they see us together, the AD must come and pull us apart because they're like, we know y'all. We're not going to shoot this movie. Get Keru and Khanyi away from each other.
Please. And they won't. Normally, the AD will come and say how long, and you say 15 minutes. That AD will not leave for 15 minutes until she's out.
It's like, get dressed, Khanyi. I'm watching you. And then, because Keru wants to tell me something, she'll walk in the shot just to come say something to me. And then Sans like, but we're shooting. Okay, we're shooting.
Get out. David is clueless. I think I'm better.
Because
David,
it's natural.
do you own a vibrator? Does the wife own a vibrator?
They have a pocket Dave. Mtwa. There's something called the pocket Dave.
Nah, Shem, she doesn't. Unless I don't know about it.
Wow, what you don't know won't hurt ya.
It's the truth. If she
does,
it can be fun, hey? It can be fun. It can be really fun.
You must just watch.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you must be a part.
You must just watch. Watch the show.
You know what's nice about it, Dave? Is when you get tired, you just say, there we go, over to you.
Carl doesn't have that face for vibrators, man.
You know, now we're getting older, David. Now you get to that point where that asthma starts kicking in. Yeah, over to you.
Finish the job.
Relay. Take team.
Maybe I must go and suggest it. Fuck, guys, we've gone on for more than 2 hours. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's save data, guys. Go doesn't
Yeah.
with the vibe. Hold on. I can't. What?
When the lady is using it, you can also feel the motion.
Sounds like he's got experience with the ladies and the vibrators.
Heavy.
Yeah.
It's downhill from here.
Guys, have a
I don't end the show.
I've never used it before.
I don't know why he's
Guys,
stressing.
Okay, quick educational thing. They've managed to reproduce the penis as such. That's why vibrators. But they say they've never been able to reproduce a vagina.
Yes.
Mic drop. Mic drop.
Guys, this has been a very interesting show.
It has.
This forum was fantastic.
It's not a forum. You're gonna piss David off.
Forum was informative, erotic, emotional,
funny,
and intercepted at some point.
Yes.
Yo,
Amen to
guys,
that.
thank you so much for coming again and again and watching.
Coming again and again. What are you saying? Coming again and again. What are you saying? Yeah. Huh?
Not gonna lie, it was such a nice vibe.
Coming again and again.
Guys, thank you so much for coming. There's no other way of saying it. Thank you.
Joining.
I can't even
Thanks
say
for. I will
thanks
see
for
you
letting
again
me have
tomorrow.
you.
Yeah.
There's no other way of saying thank you for coming. There's no thank you for letting you have
No, but
me.
you don't have to thank us. We are open.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are here. I really enjoyed the
Wow.
show.
No, guys, thank you so much.
Does the show have to end?
Only if it doesn't have to
All
end.
good things have friends.
Yes, the show has to end.
Good to know you have an hour.
Yeah, we got a hamba now. Thank you,
Yeah.
hamba now.
We like coming. Shame.
Oh. Look, Tula, go there by Mr. Naidoo.
Because who night who?
I see you.
Because who night who?
I see you.
Oh, look, Tula got tools.
Thank you, guys. Please subscribe. Guys, please subscribe to the show. David, where can I share the show? Is the show going to be saved?
Yeah, it'll be on my timeline on Facebook and it'll be on YouTube as well.
Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
quick disclaimer. Thank you, Ntwa, for letting us know. No actual vibrators were used in the recording of the show.
Neither
Boom, boom,
were
boom.
any dolphins harmed.
Yeah, neither were any dolphins harmed. Save the dolphins, guys. Save the dolphins.
But
Right.
remember,
So thank you
we
so
are
much.
okay.
Thanks, David, for having us.
Thank you so much,
Mr.
guys.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Most of
Guys,
the
thank you
time.
so much. Thanks to the usual
Bye,
suspects.
David.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, guys.
Guys, thanks for coming. Another dope show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was different. I thought we were going to talk about our movies and acting and directing and producing, but guys, if you're not yet subscribing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Obviously, you know there's dope stuff to see. If you haven't seen some of the episodes, we've been going now for about almost 3 weeks. So there's more than 12, 14 episodes of David Gar Live right now that are out there available on YouTube. I'm going to chop up the different episodes, do highlights, yada, yada, repost on YouTube. And sooner, we're going to bring everyone on YouTube. Please, guys. Thanks for coming. Spread the word, share, repost, retweet. Let people know you're loving the show, you're enjoying it. Tweet, Facebook, message. I'll go over all my other messages. Remember, let me know what you do so that we can also have you guys on the show as well. Thank you so much, guys. I'm happy to be back home with my high-speed, uncapped data. Thank you very much, guys. Zanukolo, Naomi, Cindy, So, Mtwa, Swart, Becky, usual suspects, Noctula, Puti, Rebecca, Tumelo, Temba, Jafara, Itumeleng, Princess Buhle, Jali Fatafari, the usual suspects, you know yourself, Bitumelo. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks for everyone who's watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sifiso Nene is on tomorrow night. I'll see who else is available. Maybe Nina Hasty. So let's have fun tomorrow night. I don't know what else is happening out there, but I'll see you guys tomorrow here at 10 p.m. live right here on YouTube and some of you on Facebook. Take care of yourselves, guys. Be safe. If you try any of those things, please make sure you read the instructions so you don't get electrocuted. Please, 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 please. Thank you very much, guys. And let's subscribe to each other's channels as well. Bake It Up 21 on YouTube. That's Rebecca. Tapana, we are still shocked. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the show. See you tomorrow night with Sifisonene. I think Nina Hasty as well. And sometime next week, I'm gonna have a new friend, met her online from Kenya. She's dope. She's funny. You guys might know her. She's trending on Twitter almost every day with her videos. She's gonna be my guest next week. So I'm out. I'm gonna go to my wife now. I'll check Nuku. I'll ask Nuku if she wants to join us one of these days or tomorrow night. Oh yeah, tonight. So it's already Saturday today. So I'll see you guys tonight, 10 p.m. South African time. American time, 3 or 4 p.m. Depending on where you are. If you're in LA, it'll be 1 p.m. No, it's not Kasime. Kasime is from Uganda. But I'll speak to Kasime. She's a friend of mine. Guys, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna be here for a long time. So we're gonna need all these guests. I'm not in a hurry. We're gonna be here for a long time. But you are welcome to suggest guests, send people. And like I said, they don't have to be celebrities or famous or comedians or just actors or whatever. If someone is interesting or has an interesting story to tell or hilarious stories to tell, I'm here. Let's do it. Why?